Hey Socialites, welcome back. And if you're new here, I'm Ariell. I do mainly beauty videos, fragrance, and lifestyle. So if those are the type of videos you enjoy, I would love for you to hit the subscribe button and come join the family. So in today's video, I'll be doing a full review and wear test of Charlotte Tilbury's latest foundation, which is a stick foundation called the Unreal Skin Sheer Glow Tint Hydrating Foundation Stick. This light coverage natural finish foundation stick does come in 20 flexible shades and is supposed to deliver a weightless second skin finish and glow. Now, similar to some of the newer foundations that we've been seeing over the past year or two that have the skincare ingredients in it, this is supposed to plump and smooth the skin over time and sort of have skincare benefits that last you even when you wash the foundation off. So there's vitamin E in here, which visibly transforms dull complexions and has moisturizing abilities. There's also hyaluronic acid, which gives the skin the plumper appearance and nourishes. So I did order the foundation directly from Charlotte Tilbury and it retails for $46. You can also pick it up at Sephora for $46. So if you want to see how I got this look and the full wear test of the foundation, then keep watching. So here's the outer packaging, which is white cardboard packaging with rose gold logo and lettering on it. And this is what the actual packaging looks like, which is like sort of a hard plastic material that's white with the same sort of gold lettering on it. And the top that resembles most of Charlotte Tilbury's products, which I love. It's very luxe looking. And obviously it is in a cream stick form and you twist it up to use it. So I did order two shades, which is 12.5 and shade 13, because from looking at the website, I really couldn't tell what would be the closest to my shade. But 13 is what I wear in Charlotte's Beautiful Skin Foundation, so I felt like this may be it. But then from the website, 12.5 looked really close as well. So I'll swatch the two of them. And as you can see, they are pretty close. Now, I'm not sure if the camera is picking up exactly the detail I can, but it's very much golden, you guys. So these aren't like flat shades. It looks very like bronzy golden undertones in both of them, with 12.5 being slightly lighter. It's not quite as luminous as like a cream highlighter. It's not that golden, but it is like a couple steps before that. So it'd be interesting to see how this is gonna look, you know, all over. So let's try 12.5 on this side to see what it's giving. And see that sheen is not necessarily because it's a very like oily like product, even though this is supposed to be very hydrating. It's a lot of that golden glow that you're seeing. And so I'm going to use my Danessa Myricks brush for this side, and the other side we'll go ahead and try out a sponge. So that's 12.5, and then we'll try 13 on this side, which is just a little deeper, and this feels really creamy on the skin. It feels ultra hydrating. So to me, this almost looks similar on the skin to the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Finish. Not the foundation, but this is like that flawless filter rather. And so I'm gonna put, this one is in 6.5 deep. So let's put that right here and blend it. And you see how that's one of those sort of glowy, luminous sort of products. It's super similar to the look on the skin. And as soon as I saw that that glowy radiance, I thought about that other product, very similar. The difference that I can catch right off the bat is the stick form that we're using today is a lot more hydrating, almost like it could be like a moisturizer hybrid. That's just how creamy and hydrating it is on the skin. So for today's video, I think I'm gonna go with the lighter shade to use all over. So for somebody who has hyperpigmentation or blemishes they need to cover, this is so sheer that it may not be for you. And I feel like when you go over top with like a concealer or a product to conceal the pigmentation, that's gonna sort of cover up the luminous finish that this provides for you. The only other option is to do your correcting your pigmentation before you apply this. That's probably what I should have done. Now that I'm talking it out, I probably should have corrected the pigmentation first, but just with my everyday makeup routine, I always do that after so I can use the least amount of product as possible. Going in with my Smashbox pen. This is usually what I use to cover my dark marks, so we're gonna do that at this point. Although this is a foundation, I could see myself using this product similar to the Flawless Filter by mixing it in some type of way with another foundation that has a little bit more coverage, whether I put the foundation on top of this or sort of mix them in together. I'm gonna highlight with my Haus Labs concealer. I'm gonna bronze with my Charlotte Tilbury Sun-Kissed Glow bronzer. I'm gonna add a little bit of extra glow. Usually I don't, but I wanna use the Pillow Talk highlighter. This is the Beauty Light Wand from Charlotte Tilbury in 2 medium. And to set the face, I'm going to use the Say powder in translucent medium. So now I'm going to take a fluffier brush with that same Say powder and just set all over. The Say powder is pretty translucent. It doesn't deposit a lot of coverage and it just gives sort of undetectable. That's why I wanted to use this powder. Foundation actually does set well. I was afraid that even once I set it, it would still look really shiny, but it really does take that shine away. I could still see the luminosity in the product, especially looking on the forehead, but it does sort of take that high shine away from there, which, you know, it's supposed to, but it was just so radiant. I was just kind of wondering, like, how is this gonna turn out? Taking my Sephora Collection Micro Smooth powder and that same fluffy brush, I'm just gonna bronze the skin a little bit. Using my Charlotte Tilbury palette. I think this one's discontinued, but if it's still available, I'll definitely have it in the description box with everything else that I use, but I'm gonna use this for shadow. The Sephora Collection 12-Hour Pencil in Coconut. Taking my Charlotte Tilbury Chic to Chic blush. This one's the Intense, and my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish powder for under eye. Foxy Brown Lip Liner from Charlotte Tilbury, and overline with another Charlotte Tilbury pencil. This one's in the color Pillow Talk 3, which is darker, and Pillow Talk lipstick from Charlotte Tilbury. And Too Faced Lip Injection. This one's in the shade Chocolate Plump. So this is the final look. It's now 5:00 p.m. So I'm gonna wear the foundation for the next few hours and then we'll check back in and see how it stood up. Hey, Socialite, so I'm back and it is, y'all, almost midnight. Time got away from me, so it's right at almost 7 hours later. It's like 11:57, and this is what we have. So as you can see, I have gotten oily, but it has been 7 hours, so I will put a little clip on how the makeup was looking at about the 2-hour mark. So although we do have shine, I don't have any extra emphasis on like fine lines or pores, and I don't think that the makeup oxidized. The color looks pretty much the same, just oily. So let me blot. I haven't put anything on here. This is the same puff that I used earlier to set under eye or to blend concealer. So for me, somebody with sort of that normal to combo skin, I would definitely have to use a primer, which I pretty much use primers anytime I wear makeup. I would use my go-to, the e.l.f. Putty Primer, but if you have that normal to combo skin as well, I do recommend you use your favorite primer, even if you have dry skin. Now for my oily skin girlies, I don't know if this one would work for you with the amount of shine. And even before I started to see the shine, just because it's such a luminous and ultra hydrating product, I don't think this will be for the oily girlies. So comment down below, let me know what you guys think. Would you try this? Have you tried it yet? Everything I mentioned today will be linked down below in the description box, so be sure to check that out. If you're new here, welcome. I would love for you to come join the family by hitting the subscribe button. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. 'Cause I've been where you are. You're too scared to show me love. 'Cause too fresh with the scars. Well, I don't have the answers.